Mat Olson, featuring the Bedtime Band. On tonight's show, stand-up by Sean Howard. Special guests, David and Marissa from RA Creative. And your musical guest, Colin Diver. And here's your host, Mat Olson.
That's a joke for us only, not for the viewers at home. Thank you everybody for coming. Thank you to the Bedtime Band for being here again. This is episode number 2 of Go to Bed. So if you thought the first one wouldn't happen, I just don't know what you think about yourself now. Like, you're just wrong about everything. Let's get to the news. The Do Tour, a traveling BMX and skateboard competition, will return to Portland again this August. Analysts predict that about 10,000 teenage boys are going to flood downtown, and they're all going to be vying for the attention of the girl who looks most like Avril Lavigne. Our neighbors to the south in Eugene are considering allowing homeowners to build 8-foot fences to keep deer out of their yards. It's kind of like that time we had a ballot initiative here to lower the speed limit to 15 miles an hour everywhere and put, 4-way stops in at every intersection to keep out the Californians. Beloved bad video game Shaq Fu will get a full-fledged sequel. For those of you who don't know, Shaq Fu was a fighting game starring NBA All-Star Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah. Now, there's no word if we're going to get a sequel to Charles Barkley Kwando. More video game news. Today, Nintendo announced that it will release remakes for the 3DS of the 3rd generation Pokemon games, Ruby and Sapphire. Right? They weren't my favorite Pokemon games, but okay. Analysts patted themselves on the back for predicting this business move and also for predicting that the sun would rise in the east this morning. Last video game news, that's right. Also, Nintendo, despite a sweeping equality campaign from advocates, Nintendo has announced that their upcoming game, Tomodachi Life, will only feature heterosexual relationships. Really? Like, the rest of you are just blasé? Yeah. Defending their decision, Nintendo says Tomodachi Life was intended to be a whimsical and quirky game. Because Nintendo thinks that gay people don't have that whimsical, quirky spirit so central to straight romance. A New Hampshire resident won his bid to obtain a vanity plate reading "Cops Lie," noting his excitement for the, quote, perfect situational irony created when police officers have to enter in his data. He says, like a black fly in your Chardonnay, or a death row pardon 2 minutes late. We have like 5 Alanis Morissette fans who got me. 4 breakdancing monks took to the streets of New York City to perform in memory of MCA from the Beastie Boys. The performance continued until New York police officers showed up. After that, the 4 breakdancing monks were looking down the barrel of a gun, son of a gun, son of a bitch, getting paid, getting rich. That's right, I sang for a joke and then I rapped for a joke for the sake of comedy. The Chinese e-commerce behemoth Alibaba filed paperwork yesterday to sell stock publicly in the United States, demonstrating a continuing love of modern global capitalism. Meanwhile, North Korea has indicated no plans to make an IPO for its booming sadness and oppression industry. An international team of scientists have created a visual simulation that shows the evolution of the universe. Scientists from the University of Washington and from CU Boulder have described the simulation as so cool. And just like, pretty awesome when you think about it. A non-profit group called Explore Mars has proposed firing missiles at Mars to dismantle the planet's outer core and reveal the subsurface ice that they believe might house alien life. It should be noted that Explore Mars uses the same PR firm that rebranded acts of torture as enhanced interrogation. We're just gonna send some missiles down there, see what's still alive. And lastly, does anybody here like The Simpsons? Anybody a Simpsons fan? Good. This last Sunday, Fox aired a new episode of The Simpsons that was entirely computer animated, where everything in Springfield had been turned into Lego, which is pretty appropriate considering that the writers have just been following instructions for the last 15 years. All right, let's hear it for the Bedtime Band! I was going to say something really nice about the Bedtime Band, but there's something different. There's something different about the band today.
Pink shirt?
No, it's not the pink shirt. It's really nice. It's your headband. It's those things you've got on your heads. Stuck. Oh no. Dean and Logan, can you come over? I think it's time. I think it's time that we've had this talk.
We have to today?
We have to do it right now.
Okay.
Wait, right now?
I already gave you your last paycheck. You're due right now.
They're getting paid?
All right, everybody. We have Dean and Logan here. This is not what this is about. Our two saxophone players in the Bedtime Band, and if you notice their headgear, you'll know that these two are graduating from this fine college. And as such, it also means they're being let go. So it's time for an exit interview. First, I want to know, how was I as a boss?
I figure we should wait till the second show is over to decide.
One wasn't enough of a basis for
That
judgment?
was the first show. It was like the test run.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of stress at that point.
I don't think that would be reflected. You wouldn't want to get evaluated
Yeah.
this show.
Oh. Okay.
You have
So
a second
I'm-
chance, though.
But right now I'm basically good then, because you can't.
You had a Pokemon joke and a Lego joke. I'm happy so far.
Oh yeah, all right, yeah. All right. Now, work environment. This is very important. We always get feedback from our employees on work environment. Was there anything particularly positive or negative? I guess there could be some negative things about working for go-to-bed industries. Anything that you want to leave kind of in the suggestion box, only not anonymously, to my face.
Well, I think I appreciate this time you letting it sit for this.
Yes.
I think last time the standing for 5 hours straight was
Right.
a little bit.
That part didn't make it into the video when you had us milling the.
Yeah, that was.
Oh,
Power the cameras.
you mean the giant wheel
Line
that,
up.
yeah, the giant wheel that we strapped you to.
Yeah.
We don't use the verb. We don't use the verb chained anymore. HR. And this is the hardest part of an exit interview is finding out what's next in store. I mean, you guys have a pretty specific skill set. Saxophone and being beautiful.
We're gonna be really competing with each other in this new job market of like glasses wearing saxophone.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, it's a tight market at this point.
Yeah, we're just gonna move on to the next late night talk show and see if there's work for us there.
Oh, You're gonna jump ship to another talk show.
Well, we have to.
Yeah.
Can
Wow.
we let us stick around, or is that not? Okay.
No, you have to go. You have to go. We just don't want to lose you. We just don't want to lose you to another talk show.
I found the skit last time about like looking at the logos really enlightening because it kind of opened up the options for me.
That was basically just like a meat market of like places.
I had
for you
a
to go
whole
next.
sheet to decide from.
Well, Letterman's gone, so good luck with that. Oh, and
Logo
Craig
was so
Ferguson's
good.
not gonna be around anymore. Pretty soon, Go to Bed will be the longest running talk show. This has been a crazy year. Well, guys, I mean, I'm concerned about this job market thing. How are you gonna settle this? Like, how are you gonna know who's the top dog saxophonist?
Some sort of mule of some sort.
Let me just check here for a moment.
Leaning back in our chairs.
Are we sanctioned for duels?
We can't. Well, as long as there's no chains involved, it should be fine.
We don't use that noun either. We don't use that
We
noun
don't
either.
chain our and
There's something in here about flintlock pistols, but I think we can just substitute saxophones. If you two want to like do a duel.
we take it outside.
No, take it inside.
Indoor. Indoor.
Wait, Ed. Now?
Now.
Here? In front of an audience?
It says it has to be in front of an audience.
Okay.
All right.
Alright, but you gotta give us song requests.
Song requests.
What are we gonna duel over?
Can we get a beat? Can we get a beat and just do it?
I'm gonna unbutton this one. We're wearing neck wraps or no?
I want to see blood. I want to see blood. What was that beautiful sound? Wow. And you're still. So if you did that and you're still standing, then we could be here all night. I think we're just gonna have to call this one a tie. All right. Well,
See this
boys, you'll be dearly missed. Thank you for having been a part of the first 2 episodes of Go to Bed. Please stick
One and a
around
half.
for the rest of the episode. We'll be right back with more Go to Bed after this.